Hmm. Hey, how's it going? Alright, let's bring you over to the car wash. Yeah. A little dirty. Here's the standard version. It's only got 183,000 miles on it. Huh.
Sell this car.
Yippers. I have the supercharged version right here in my parking. That'll eventually build up for myself. But for the time being, you know, we're gonna fix this one up and sell it. Strip it down of all of our bald parts. Get ready for the glued parts. Alrighty. Do we have any upgrades? No. Of course not. Why would we? Alright. Now we're going to do the driver's side tires. Now, what motor was supposed to be in this? The V8 dual overhead cam AXK. Alright, well, we're going to stick in the V8 dual overhead cam supercharged motor in this bad boy. And she should be flying pretty good. Pretty good, I might say. One would think, anyway. Hope you all enjoyed the last video, or if you haven't seen it, there's a video I believe I posted yesterday. I think it was. We're in the American Made series, and we did the GT40. So yeah. All right, time to go up. Let's take the drive shaft off. Wow, look at that. I only had to spray one bolt. Alright, so yank that transmission out of the way. That figures. Transmission was junk. This would be a 1984 Bolt Reptilia R2, which in IRL terms would be a 4th gen Corvette, which would have been from about 84 to 90. I can't remember when they stopped making this car.
Oh, nice.
But it wasn't really the popular years. Yeah. Maybe something a little bit different. Normally I just throw all this junk away or put the complete engines in the shop over there, the storage, but I'm gonna see if I can't rebuild this motor. Well, not this one, but I'm gonna use the block and the crank anyway, if nothing else. Ooh. Well, that's money savings right there. That saved me, what would it cost for a new block of that caliber? Let's see here. Where's the block? I need the block. Right there. Holy crap. Now, if we were by chance, you know, it's $3,100. Regular is $35. We just spent like $600, $700 to repair the block that was here. So I honed it out. Water tank fit, the whole 9 yards. It's a good block now. And now I'm debating on what to do. What color I should go with this, we'll say. I'm a little uncertain. Kind of almost seeing something like a burnt orange. And then the next one we're probably going to be doing after this is we got ourselves here, it was a 92 Mazda RX-7 here that we're going to be building, so that should be interesting. Put a little wang on the back of it, you know what I mean? If it's post-Igla, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to rip apart the rear end. Get all the parts and pieces off of it. Perfect. Bye-bye, rear shock. Alright, so it's a leaf spring rear. Now, does it have... Yes, it does, okay. It was actually fairly complete, to be honest. Considering I believe it was, what, purchased in the junkyard? Yeah. Actually, fairly complete. But I do have to say that the GT40 surpassed my expectations on the track. But after driving it on the track, in the last episode of this, I understand why it won so many races. Why it was kind of feared by Ferrari back in the day. It gave me my fastest lap time. Alright. Perfect. All stripped out the rear. Now we're on to the front. No color would go good with burnt orange. Alright, let's take the shock out of here. Let's get the outer tie rod. The inner tie rod. Sway bar length B. Spray at a time or two. Perfect. Let's get this upper control arm off. Perfect. Lower control arm. You're next. Goodbye. Now we're going to get the... What is that one? Ooh, looks like everything but one piece. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That's going to be pricey. Alright, I'm going to start on the passenger side now. I'm going to spray the tie rod. Buster free. Alright, now we're going to get the inner tie rod out. Get the sway bar and link B out of the way. May as well undo the sway bar and pull that out too. The steering rack, we'll take the clamps off. Get that out of the way. Beautiful. And now we're going to work on the upper control arm. We're going to bust the upper ball joint free. Right there, perfect. Easy enough to slide out, beautiful. Let's get this caliper, brake pad, dust cap, wheel bearing, rotor, wheel load. Come on, you sticky little bolt, you. Get out of there. Backing plate. Now we're going to get this lower control arm out of the way. Once we bust the lower ball joint free. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Alright, now we're going to... Come on. Get me off of there, man. There we go. Get that... Oh. Get that out. Perfect. And we jump on over here to the driver's side. Spray this crossmember bolt. Get that in the bushing out of the way. Same with the rear on the driver's side. Perfect. Let's get the crossmember out of the way. Alright, I think we're good at that point. And we can set this bad boy back down to eye level. Bring over a little handy dandy little welder here. Beautiful. Alright, now we're going to repair that. While we're doing that, we're going to buy the things that we normally can't repair first. Because it's such a complete vehicle that there may be... I already know I need another one of them. It's such a complete vehicle that we could probably get most of it repaired. And the stuff that we can't repair, like bearings, hubcaps, or as they call it, the wheel hubcap, or as I call it, center cap, dust cap. Yeah, once we get stuff like that, like see brake pads, can't repair those, so we'll get 4 of them. I don't think we can repair those, but we'll buy that anyway. We need one of these. Possibly one of those, I'm not sure yet. Okay. Ooh, it's like a gold color. Cream? Shiny cream color, I guess? I'm not sure. We'll put that back. We'll put this back to its home for now. Then we come over here to the computer. I'm going to get some bodywork panels for it. No aftermarket. There's a trunk B with the wang on the back of it. Alright, we need this, this, fender, door, window, fender, mirror, headlight, bumper, taillight, mirror, headlight, hood, trunk window, windshield. Alright, when they can show up, then I can put them straight on, go get them, put them on the car, get the car painted. But in the process of them, us waiting on them to show up, along with the other parts, let's see what we can repair. Alright, we got a few air filter cover. Got the radiator A. Beautiful. Low fuse box base A. Alright, now we're starting to repair the rear. Got a caliper cylinder, the axle, we're going to keep on doing that, and we're going to see him repair all the parts that we can repair. I think I only need 1 U-bolt. That's not bad. Alright, now we're getting up to the driver's side front stuff. Yep, now we're at the driver's side front. Ooh, I can repair the steering rack. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, cross member too. That's beautiful. I was gonna say it was a few bucks. Alright, now we're gonna have to go through the list here and see what needs to be replaced and what's still good. Alright. Now we're gonna go through our list here. Goodies. Alright, well, we already got bushings. We already got the brake pads. But we do... Okay, good, it's empty. Alright, but we are gonna need... Start at the top here. We need one of them. One of them. Them. I already got these, so I don't got to worry about that. They're on order. I already got all these on order. I need one of them. These are all on order. So are these. So are those. I already got that on order. And one of these. I got those. One of them. And one of them. That could be interesting. Yep. And then the crankshaft, well, we already know all the engine parts that we got to get. And we already got the clutch release bearing on order. So I think we're pretty much almost squared away here. So let's go, and we're going to go. We're not going to get those. Not here. Surprisingly enough, it was only one. Alright. Now we're going to go to the aftermarket world here. And we're going to get some parts to build the motor. We need 4 of these. That could get a little pricey. Now, what ECU is in this thing? ECU, where are you at? Type A. Okay, there's 10 grand right there. But it'll be worth it for the value that it adds to the car when we go to sell it. We need 2 of those. 2 of these. 1 of those. 1 of those. 2 of those. 8 of these. Holy smokes. I'll get nothing from the intake section. I need 8 of these. 1 of those. 8 of these. I need this intake and this supercharger. Now I need that throttle body. And I think what we're going to put on here for brakes is we're going to put the expensive-ish kind on. What kind of exhaust do we have on this? Alright, let's see, we need that. That's pretty standard stuff. To get back to here. One of them and one of them. Let's see, I need 2 of those. 2 of those. Front exhaust pipe V8A. Right here, I need 2 of those as well. And I need 2 needles. And then we need the rear muffler V8. We need 2 of those. I need 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of those. Now we're going to go up here. And we're going to cruise on through here. We're going to find our parts that we need. Take our time so we don't miss anything. We need a belt tension up. We need 4 cam gears. I need we need 4 clip A's, 2 coil cover V8s. What kind of coolant jug does this thing have? Alright, coolant reservoir B. Now we need a crank shaft right there. We need 3 bearing caps. Crank pulley V8. We already got the block. It was repaired. Let's keep on cruising on down the line. We need the engine head cover A, engine head cover B, because that's for the 2-wheel drive motor. The 4-wheel drive motor gets the C and the D. Even though I don't really know what the difference is, I have yet to find what the difference is. We need about 5 of these idler Bs. We need about 3 of these idler As. We need an oil filter, a V8. We need an oil pan, V8, 220 simoleons. With our discount, we get it at $198. Not bad. Little pricey, but not bad. What kind of radiator fan has this thing got in it? Radiator fan, housing, okay. Need a power steering reservoir. We need this one, and we need this one. We need 8 of these for some strange reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe it might be to hold the internals of the motor together, so they don't just go ting tong, ting tong, ting ting tong. You know what I mean? Start flapping around in there. That can cause some serious problems. You know what I mean? So, let's see. I need the serpentine belt A V8, and then we also need the Ubercharger belt right here. And then we need, oh wait, went past it. We need 2 of these. And we also need the timing cover V8, which is right here. And now we also need a water pump right there. And then the water pump pulley right there. Perfect. Another reservoir. And I'm pretty much sure that we're good to go on what we have. We just gotta wait for everything to show up, I think. We got that, we got that, we got this done. Oh yeah, what size? I think it's what, 18s on here? 285, 45, 17s. So 40, 18, 35, 19, 30, 20. I want to say 25, 21. We'll have to figure that one out once we get the car here. Or the car's here, but once we get it, that part of it put back together. All the suspension and stuff on it. Oh, we need electronics. That's what we need. We need a module, a pump, a battery. We need the base. Let's grab ourselves a few medium fuses here. We'll grab 5 of them, 5 of the B's. I'm not going to need that many, but we'll grab 5 C's. Oh, don't need that. We're not building the electronic vehicle. We need 5 of those. And we'll get 6 of those. We need a starter. We also need a gearbox. Where's the gearbox? Right there. Our discount for $300 less. But we only need 1. We don't need more. Let's not be greedy now. We also need seats. I don't think this has a back seat in it. No, it does not. Let's get these junky seats out of there for now. And I think those are the OG originals. But that's okay. Because we're probably not going to be putting them in. But we'll wait on the seats for a minute because I'm not sure what style I want to go with it yet. It all depends on what it looks like when it's painted. That'll be the $1 million question. Yeah. What? I think our parts just showed up. Where'd he go? Wasn't he just here? I wonder what they're planning on building next. There's a lot of thing here, a lot of space. Did we not just hear a delivery truck? I'm pretty sure I did. Huh. Here's some of our stuff here. Whoa, what's the deal here? Memory of Christian Redizis. I'm not going to pronounce that because I don't want to screw that up. What a memory there, friend. What's this? Really, isn't there a garbage can right over there? Yeah, there is. There's a barrel of it right there. Strange. Alright, yeah. Let's check our number listing here. Yeah, okay. That's the suspension components. That's the engine components by the looks of it. And then, no, we haven't got no interior parts yet, so we ain't got to worry about that. Now, I'm looking for also the body panels. Because actually, I got to do the body first. Yeah, that looks like it. And this one too. Perfect. Got all of our parts. Alright, now we're going to bring this over to the paint shop. Actually, I should bring over the test spot first. Did I even have that? Oops. What am I doing here? What are we doing with our life here? Alright, let's bring over the test path, put all the parts on it. I always thought there was after. Uh-oh. Just as I. No, we're doing this. Nice cutting edge mirror. Beautiful. Tail light. The bumper. Fender. Headlight. Driver's side headlight. Bumper. Should be in the 90s now. Yep. Alright, let's bring this over to the paint shop. Now I gotta fix the color for it. Bring that one there. Bring this one up. Something like so. What kind of decals do we have? What? It's good to know I can carbon fiber the mirrors, half of the doors. I think we're just going to go, the color should be kind of almost like a root beer by the looks of it. Alright, now we're all painted. Let's bring this over to car lift A. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta do our famous window tinting. Perfect. Alright. This back. And now, get this over to the car wash. And get this put in car lift B, ready for the disassembly factor of it. And then you get the start. Then I get the struggle trying to build a motor for this thing. I don't build these too often, so I don't know what all the engine parts would be. So it'd be a lot of jumping back and forth between here and here. Anywho, car lift B is where it sits. I'm going to put this thing up in the air, not all the way, just to get the wheels off the ground so I don't get no flat spots on the tires. Wonderful. Just what the doctor ordered. You know what I mean? Alright. Now, we've got to paint some parts for this. Just a few. Just a couple parts. Now, I don't know what color that would go good with that burnt orange. I'm not entirely sure. The only thing I can figure is maybe a black. Ugh, look at that. Orange. Orange. Alright, well, we'll try this and see how it looks. Build tension up. That's definitely going to look different, that's for sure. Alright, we need to get rid of all the parts that we ain't going to be using. Perfect. Alright, now, what does that look like? It looks more red than orange, no? Hmm. Now it's starting to look green. Ew. Oh well, that's the color. That's the color. Hopefully it contrasts good. One would hope. Hard to believe that this is the same color as the body. Very, very hard to believe. Calipers are going to be going red. Same with the spring. They'll be going red as well. Kind of make it like a performance style spring, we'll say. The head covers will be black. So that would mean that we need to do these. That looks red, man. Huh? I guess that's the color we chose. There we go. And then once we're done painting all of our parts, while we let them cure, before we start assembling everything, we are going to go to the junkyard. Because I have 3 open slots at the outside the doors there, so. Plus I got a parking garage area thing to fill up, so. You know what I mean? Hopefully there's actually something there that's going to give us a lot of bang for our buck. We don't need that yet. Alright, cross member D. Perfection. Fuel rail. What do we got here? Black it is. I'm probably going to do the intake base, the orange, burnt orange color. Fuel tank. That looks nothing like the color of the car. Nothing like it. It's going to be great. These will do black. What the? Dang it, I bought one. I didn't need it. Son of a biscuit. I made a screw-up. See? Like, that looks more like the color of a car. Oh no. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do the leaf springs this color. There you go. There you are right there, Mr. Leaf Spring. Alrighty, next part. What? Is that actually supposed to be chrome? I better double check this here. It is. Okay. Whew, scared me there for a minute. I was gonna have to remake the color again. I was like, no, not again. And this is just light enough so it should be seen when I put the two pieces together. One would think. That doesn't necessarily really mean it happens like that, so probably be better off doing it red. But we're not going to do that. No. Yeah, that looks red. Red, red, red. There we go. One to the last U-boat. Right here. Just like that. Alrighty, let's see, what's next? We need the rear differential. We're going to do that black. Just like that. Paint it black, put it back. Oil filter. Now this could be a tricky one. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Almost like it's meant to be. Good enough for me, good enough for thee. And now oil pan. It seems a little strange. Oh, wait, no, we ain't repainting that. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, let's see. Kind of gives it that bare metal look to it, eh? A little bit confuzzled, but one. The possibilities are endless. That's the red. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it this color. Make it look like it's raw from the manufacturer. Oh, we're almost done painting on pots, man. Almost done. Pretty sweet, I might say. Pretty sweet. Back to the first color of black. I figured I'll do the starter of that color because, well, transmission's that burnt orangey color, so it should have enough contrast in there, we'll say. The intake. There we go. See, that's the color it's supposed to look. I guess, yeah, maybe. I'm a little optimistic about this turning out pretty decent, but we'll cross our fingers and pray for the best. Alright, upper control arms, you are the next on the painting list. It's so nice when we have parts for one car in here, I tell you. It's so very nice. I'm debating. I guess no, it's not really much of a debate because I kind of figured I know what wheels I want to use. It's going to be a representation of the wheels that are normally supposed to be on this car. So actually, we still have a bit more painting to go. Cause I do all the springs yet, and then I think there was something else too. The caliper. That'll work. That'll work, man. That'll work right there. Mm-hmm. That's right. There we go. Hey, man, I didn't paint them all, man. What are we skipping ahead for? Shoot, man, we're gonna need paying attention here. On to the next, which is right here. Beautiful. Now, front springs, you are the next. Yeah. I'm going to raise the color up just a bit. Still a custom color, but welcome, welcome everybody. Alright, let's see now, what else was in here? I got that all done. That's all done. Pretty sure that was it. Okay. Let's head back to the old Reptilia R2. Which currently, it's not supercharged. But it will be when we're done with it. Great, the new motor. Where you at, man? Right there? Perfect. Let's put the old crankshaft in. And once we get the crank in, the blocks together, I'm going to put the car up in the air, and I'm going to put the front cross member on for extra support and rigidity. Put the oil filter on. Perfect. Maybe that looks a little brighter than what it looked in there. And then, we's going to the junkyard. Seeing what other kind of gold mines I can find. You know what I mean? Alright, let's put this bushing in. The bigger bushing. Put in the other bigger bushing. Put in driver side front bigger bushing. Now passenger side front bigger bushing. There we go, right there. I'm going to put the innards on. Just for safekeeping. So they don't get lost in the process. There we go. Alright, to the junkyard we go. Alright, I'm going to run over here to our old Ford pick-em-up truck. Oh, missing the badge. And now we're going to head to the junkyard. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure we basically have everything that we need minus the interior and wheels and tires. Alright. Oh. We got ourselves here a Lincoln. One carb. V8 overhead valve motor. It's only got 151,000 miles on it. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. But we can always take it and put in a Ford Cobra Jet, 429. It's fairly cheap too. It's like $270 less than what it's worth. We can pick it up for. I mean, it's gonna need everything, but then again, when doesn't everything need everything? It's got the rear wheel on that passenger side. Got the front wheel on the passenger side. So it's missing both driver's wheels. Make this into a big wheel car. Put some 25s on it, you know what I mean? 25s. Anywho, we'll get back to that. There's nothing there, so let's run around this way. We got a Porsche. 911 Turbo. Interesting. Very, very interesting. $3,000 less than what it's worth. So far, by the sounds of it, I'm already walking out here with 2 cars. Ooh, maybe 3. Maybe 3. '32 Ford Roadster here. This weighs more than the Vet we got in the shop. Comes with the 2-carb V8 OHV supercharged. Unfortunately, it's gotta stay there because I refuse to spend over the price. So, is this the Type R? Nope, standard. 80,000 miles. She must have been rode hard and put away wet. It's missing some components to it. It's got missing the front driver's side wheel. But for the most part, though, the majority of the engine is still there. I mean, must have the cams in it and stuff. Some spark plugs. I think the forklift backfired wherever it is around here. Alright, now what's the value on this? Man, valued at $8,000, well, $8,100, and they only want $65 for it. That's a $1,600 savings. Interesting. So far, they're all cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. Oh, except for that one. That one's more than what it's worth. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I don't think we have anything down there, per se. Let's gander around here. What do we got here? Ooh, look, is that another Porsche? No, Aston Martin DB5. Or DBS. Are you the 8 or the 12? Ooh, you would be the V12. Please tell me you're cheaper than what you're worth. Ooh. Dang. I'm at, I'm at a little dilemma here. I could literally go home broke today. Because let's see, they want 11.5 for the Porsche. I can't remember how much they want for DBS. Maybe I was just there looking at it. Decisions. What do I do? No, I don't want to do that. Look at this. I don't want no Honda Civic. Okay. What do we do? We got a Porsche. We got the DBS. We got the Lincoln. Basically, everything is in decent price except for the 32 Ford. The Roadster. Hmm. Alright, well, where am I? Oh, I'm heading back over here to DBS first. Take a little gander. Alright, there's 82,000 miles on it. Has the V12. They want $11,546, but it is worth $13,846. So right off the hop, we're gonna be making like $2,000. It has all the shoes on it. What's the body condition like? Nothing. No answer. No response, mate. So they want $11,500 for that. And then if we walk down over yonder, get caught on some stuff. We walk over here. This has got 178,000 miles on it. And they want $11,500. But it's worth $3,000 more. See. What do I do? Do we go for the Aston Martin? Do we go for the Porsche? Or do we snag them both? Screw it. I think we're going to take both of them. I think that's what we're going to do. Alright. You are coming home with me for $11,499. Garage. And now we're going to head back to the other one. Right here. The Aston Martin DBS. You are coming home with me. Alright, let's head back to the gate. Hop in the old flat deck and drive around home. You know what I mean? This is also for sale too, but I'll wait as time goes on. Actually, maybe I might put that DBS in my personal collection. Oh, we'll see what it looks like when we're done. So, for those of y'all that are just joining, we just scooped up a Porsche 911 Turbo from the junkyard and also an Aston Martin DBS, which you will see when we get back to the shop here.
Sorry, working on a new project car IRL.
Right on. What kind of car are you working on? Okay. Let's finish putting this thing together. Got the fuel tank. Fuel filter. The differential. The weave spring.
Beetle, busy swapping a Subaru motor in.
Nice, that thing's gonna fly when it's finished. That's for sure. I've heard of those swaps, and those cars frickin' fly when they got that Subaru in it. Alright, now I'm going to put the pad and the caliper on. Alright, now we need to figure out a wheel size here. Time to figure out the wheel size. Let's see, that's a 17. Looks pretty small.
My second Beetle. I have a 69 Beetle 1600 convertible already.
Nice. Those nice looking cars. Let's see, 285. So if I were to say go to a 3, that's going to push out the front though. What size is it? 285, 45, 17. Now this is not going to be the wheel that I'm using. I'm just using it as a test fit. It's very similar back spacing to what I'm planning on using. We're going to go 20. And then 305. I'm not using these tires either. Oh, I'll go there. Gonna go 305. And what did I figure that out? 30? Yeah, I think so. Because they run 285s on it, so 305 should not be that much wider.
Gotta replace everything in suspension and brakes for the Boxer motor. They say it pushes a Beetle like that to 200 horsepower.
Considering the weight of the Beetle, probably gonna be a little bit more than that, to be honest. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't like how it sits back here. Alright, so I know what wheels I was gonna pick. I just didn't know if the wheel size is actually gonna fit or not. And I've now realized that it will. Now where'd they go? Where did they go, man? My wheel disappeared on me. Well, probably let's go with this one and then hit it with the burnt orange color, which should do the bolts around it. Should do it that color. Should probably give it a little bit of good contrast. So we're going to go 4 at 20. And then for the wheels, we're going to go 2, 20, 295, 30. And for the front, we're going to go 2, 20. And let's say 285 is all the way around. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's go put the front shocks together. That's the motor for it right there. Alrighty, back on. Back on, man, back on. Alright, let's go ahead and put the rear muffler V8s on, since we've already got the differential in. Now we're going to stick the exhaust pipes. Perfect. Now we're going to jump on over here to the passenger side rear of the car. I'm going to put all this good stuff on. Beautiful.
I bought a rolling shell of this Beetle for $250. Had old suspension and brakes, just no engine or gearbox.
Perfect project car. For damn good price too. Because it's old Beetles, man, they're worth some money. It's next to impossible to find something like that around here for $250 nowadays. Alright, up to the front of the car now. Yeah, we made it to the front. Alright, lower control arm. You are a fan favorite for the moment. Put in the sway bar and link bay. We're going to put in the shock that we just finished assembling. And now we're going to put on the outer tie rod. Now we're going to put on the upper controller. This is a backing plate. Wheel hub. And wheel bearing, where are you? Come on down. There we go. Wait, where are we going here? I have no idea where we're going with that one. Alright, on to the passenger side. Oh, we're already over here. It's magical. Alright, now we're going to put the lower control arm on again. Can't get over how much it actually looks like red. Yeah, it's not red, it's orange. A dark orange. Alright, now we put the upper control arm on. In fact, the color of the car is actually what this color is. Alright, wheel bearing. Center cap.
Is this still the C4?
Yep. Took a little trip to the junkyard there and got a... What? What? I'm gonna have to reach into our bag of parts here and grab one of these out. There, just like so. Forgot I had it in my back pocket, you know what I mean? Alright. What am I missing? What's a tie rod? There, she's got all the suspensions done on it now. We can drop this back down. Perfect. And I guess while you were away, we went to the junkyard. We picked up these two. The Porsche 911 Turbo and the Aston Martin DBS. Not sure which order I'm going to do them in, but we're going to do them in some kind of an order. We're going to get those two all done. Let's see. Yeah, here's my wheels. Perfect, got them. Beautiful. I just hope my paint turns out good, man. Interesting.
You have 53K credits done.
Yeah, but I started with 133,000 plus. But this car will be getting sold when it's finished, so that'll boost up my monies. And then I might keep the DBS, I'm not sure yet. But the Porsche, it is sold. Before I even started, it is sold. Alright, perfect. Now I'm very curious to know what this thing's going to look like. Very, very curious. See, that's the C4 right there. $295, $285. Not really a whole lot difference. No, there is not. Alright, now we need the other 285. Okay, last one. Oh, wait, got one more. Got another 295 to put on there, you know. There we go. Last one. I don't know why I didn't put that on there beforehand, but whatever. It is what it is. Until it isn't. Alright. Let's see if the gamble paid off. No, it did not. Oh, I guess that just the right enough amount of gap around it. Tire sticks up just ever so softly. That's good. It's good. Now we're going to do the driver's side rear tire. Sorry to scratch my ear. Alright, let's see. What's he going to look like on there? Alright. Actually, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. Actually, it don't look too bad. Just wish these were just a hair bit darker like everything else. Blend with the paint. And that the mufflers were to stick up a bit more, but it is what it is. Alright, put this one back inside. Now let's go build us a motor for it. Originally came with a NA 4-cam V8. Well, we're about to change that up and put in a 4-cam supercharged V8 motor. With all the bells and trimmings and whistles that you can think of that I'm able to do.
Anyway, in a go, Siam man, take care.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching as much as you have. Every little bit helps. Everything's appreciated. But yeah, have a good one. Alright. I feel like I'm missing something. Just don't know what it could be. And for those of y'all that are new to the channel, if you wouldn't mind, can you please hit that like button and smash that subscribe button if you like what you see. Every little bit helps. It'd be greatly appreciated. I got a question. If anybody's who's watching does streams of their own, do you know how to bring up comments from a previous stream? Because somebody mentioned that they were able to do different graphics and stuff yesterday. I'm trying to remember what the person's name is. And every time I go to look at the comments from the stream, it says that there was no comments. You might know how to bring that back out. Let me know in the comments. Speaking of comments, I guess it's kind of pointless since I can't. Best bet is to follow me on my social medias, where it's linked into. You click on my little picture there, and then I believe it's more. I think. Yeah, and then it should bring you to the links to my social medias. It's time I stop keeping my circle small and, you know. There we go. Put on the sparkle plug. We got the 4 of them for this side. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, and we're so close to that 500 subscriber goal. Can't wait. Kind of excited. Very, very excited about reaching that goal. Because, yeah, I've done videos, and every now and then I do a stream or whatnot, but it's only been the past couple weeks I've actually really started putting my head into it and started taking it really, really serious. And we've made quite big strides and big steps in the past couple weeks. Just wish I would have put this much effort into it before. It'd probably be a different scenario right now. But it is what it is, man. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. That's the way I look at it. Alright, calm shaft. Exhaust manifold. Oh, I saw it pop up there, the supercharger intake. Yeah. Okay, I'll put you on next then. Chill. Chill, buddy. Chill. Hard to believe that. That and the car are the same color. Strange. Beautiful. Timing cover. Here you are. Yeah. That's that orange color. That's that right there. There we go. Here you are. Coil cover. You are next. Throttle body. Probably should have stuck the fuel rails in first. Huh. Thinking maybe I should have did them red or something. Damn. They're dark just like everything else. Oh no. I may have screwed up, but that's okay. Because I ain't keep it. So. 5 hours later, 700 bolts. There we go. Perfection. Now we work on the front with the idler B. And then an idler A. And another B, and another B, and another B. We should have enough B's for it. I think. Maybe it might be short one, I'm not sure. May have to go into my old bag of tricks there and, where is it? Into that room there and find something. Well, maybe, maybe not. It's hard to say. See. There we go. Let's put the water pump pulley on. 4 bolts hold that in place. Now let's put the crankshaft pulley on. 1 big bolt holds that in place. And put in the supercharger belt first. The belt tension nut. Oh, maybe I should have did that black because, oh well. Oh well. Alright, now put in, I believe, our last idler A. Oh no, still got one left. Nice, nice, nice. Make sure everything's on. Got the fuel filter. Got all the good stuff on it. Perfect. Alright. Now, we're going to go walk into walls. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to pop this up. Come over here. I'm going to start putting the pieces together. That's right. It's that time already. Come on, Mr. Pointer. Get to the clip A. Maybe zoom in might be a little easier, you know what I mean? There we go. Put in the radiator and the electric single fan. Which I don't know why they use a single, but they did. I know if it was up to me, it'd be dual. Especially with this bigger motor getting put in there. You know what I mean? Alright, now we'll put an EBS pump and then the module. Alright. Now where is that ECU supposed to sit? Down here, isn't it? Or is it on, oh, it's over on this side, okay. Okay, we got it. Now, got the battery in. We've got the brake master cylinder. We've got all the pieces except for up here. But currently, what is the value of it? Holy smokes, look at that. We only paid $6,400 for it. You know, we put about, let's see, subtracting the $23,000 from the cars out front, which would have left us with $110 roughly. No, 100. Yeah, 110 roughly. So we got about roughly about 55. No, 58. I guess. No, it wouldn't work out. The math wouldn't be mathing. I've got about 48,000 into it, I guess, right about now. No, it'd be a little bit more than that. No, 48, yeah. That'll put us at about 110. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I've put a fair chunk of money into this thing. But I believe it's going to pay off. One would hope it would anyway. You know, when you get these bigger motors in the cars, it's a pain in the butt to put food in here half the time, because most of the time valve covers will block. So you either overfill, you don't put enough in. I mean, but doing it this way, it's always perfect. Alrighty. Can't really, like, I can put that stuff in, but yeah, we're not going to do that. Now we're going to run on over here. RFA. Okay, let's go get that motor. Let's go get that motor, man. Anything else I can think of? No, I don't think. No, it was at what, 62? No, we'll just round up. We'll say 62.3. Alright, what are you worth now? 150? 111. Okay, so I will be making my money back, plus a little extra. As it stands right now, I'm making roughly about, do that, carry the one, about 40-ish grand profit right about now, I guess. Maybe a little bit more. No, about right. Good enough, man. Alright, put this power steering fluid in. What? I didn't think I put enough in it, but I guess I did. Oh, there you go. Perfect. There we go. Let's put some oil in it now. And then we put it up in the air. We put transmission drive shaft in, and then we finish the exhaust. Clean that up just a bit. Alrighty. It's a big hood, we don't want it to hit off nothing. Alright, gearbox V8. Come on down, you're the next contestant. In the game call, we don't know how long it's going to last. But, because this is a bit beefier of a transmission, it should last a while. Alright, I'll put in the front down pipes. I wonder if I can reach that from under here. No, of course not. Come on. There we go. Alright. $92. Why am I at 92, man? Why am I at 92? Oh, yeah, it's because I still got to stick in the fuse box. And the interior. And the front and rear plates. Oh, it never ends. But under here, though, seems to be all buttoned up. That I can tail anyway. Now, if I were to go to, say, the alignment test path behind, actually it's to my right, I'd be able to align the headlights. Even with no fuses or relays in it, as long as there's a battery in it, you're able to. Boggles my mind, I tell you. Oh, yeah, I need under here. Why do you keep closing it on me? I'm positive I bought one of these. Maybe I bought something else. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. So for y'all that were watching my stream last night when the game decided to go, nah, not tonight. And then I went and recorded a video of the remaining part of the heist, or the contract, whatever it is, the remaining parts of it, where basically from where it froze to the very end where we get the $1 million for helping them out. And as I figured, I was copywritten because the music in the night or in the studio, just right after you first finish it, then you got to go in there, and then Dre wants you to sit there and listen to something, and well, she copyrighted me. Gosh darn it, eh? All right. All right. That's looking all right, I guess, eh? Looking pretty snazzy. There we go. Perfect. All right, now, what kind of buckets do we want? Is the question. Bolt Mosquito MK5, maybe? Nah, we're gonna go with this, like usual. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, minus license plate, I think we're good to go. Alright, so we spent $6,435 on this car. We put in, let's see, like I said, at $133,000, I went and spent 23 and some change at the junkyard. So subtract that from the 133, so we'll say we had 110. Let's say I dropped, well, what are we at now, 51. I dropped like 60 grand on this car, and I'm more than doubling it back. So that's not bad. That's a pretty good turnaround. Here we go. Boom. Gone. We ain't going to align it or nothing. They get that joy. Alright. Actually, what is the value on this one right now? Dang, we're up already $2,300. We haven't done nothing with it. What about you? Well, you're pretty different. $2,800. Holy smokes. Now what's the value on this one? It's wash, so it should be worth something. Alright, $752. Not bad, not bad. Now, what do we do next? We got this one, or we got this one? This one? Or that one? And that is the question. Plus, we've got the RX-7 behind me on engine bay 2. Well, B. What to do? I don't know. The possibilities are endless. Actually, I'm thinking maybe what I might do is put this one in my parking for now, because once time goes on, these V12 cars start becoming a little...
100%.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah. Just those Austin Martins are... Once you start getting further along in it, they start becoming a little harder and harder to find. And they are a sharp-looking car, so I'll put that Austin Martin away, and yeah, we will do the Porsche. Is that blue or purple? Oh, it's like a mauve. Lilac. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, I wonder something here. I just got to do a little bit of a test situation here. I need to figure something out. Oh, well, there goes that. There goes that fun. I'll put a big wing off the back of it or something. I don't think that there's any aftermarket parts for this. I don't think. No. Of course not. But okay. But that's okay, you know? It really is.
What's the best car you fixed so far?
You got to be a little bit more specific than that. I've done a few of them. Now, are you talking today, or are you talking overall since I first started playing this? And that's, I mean, you gotta be a little bit more specific than that, because I'm into the thousands, or at least 500 cars I built in here, if not more. Well, probably closer to 1,000. So I got
overall like you favorite restoration?
Good question. Actually, I think it might be, I might have videoed it.
Have you found the Koenigsegg yet?
Yeah. It is. I've done a few of them, actually. It's right here. The Hammersdal Strale S. I want to say, because see, I've done recreations of different movie cars. I've tried to do recreations of vehicles I grew up around. But my favorite one overall, shit. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. No. It would probably be the Bolt Roulette that I did off camera. Actually, it was. I don't think I videoed it. It was blue. It had the factory style wheels on it, but they were like a gray. The car was like a dark metallic blue. The engine parts on it were a little bit lighter blue, I think. But I think...
I haven't played this game, but can you add like wide bodies and arrows?
Certain vehicles you can add spoilers to. And sometimes if the vehicle isn't normally a DLC, if it's one that comes with the game itself, then you can do stuff like that. Like right here, we can put, a trunk B on the car, which all it does is adds a little wing to it. It doesn't really do all that much. Wait, where am I going? There we go. Like for instance, this, you can put, if you want to put the bigger motor in it with supercharged, and you can put the hood, the hole in the hood, you can do stuff like that. But for overall,
like a sick build, I was gonna say do like a RWB 911 build.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't really do a wide body. Well, it's pretty wide as it is, but the best I can do is, instead of having like the wheels sitting inwards, I can bring them out so they sit kind of flush, so it kind of looks like a wide body has been installed on it. But yeah, other than that, there's really not much for wide body kits. They do have a where is it? It's not in here. It'd be in here. They do have the SRT Hellcat wide body, which is a bit wider than the normal one, but not much. But overall, there's really not much wide body stuff in here.
What were you thinking of doing to this build?
Well, obviously a fully built motor, gearbox, and then probably, let's see, what width of tires are supposed to be on your 265. It's probably going to go more like 305, 315 for the rear, and probably keep it stock wheel size on the front. Just put a little bit of spacing behind it to push the wheel out more. Yeah. See, I kind of like these factory Porsche wheels, just the chrome a bit, like chrome version, because you got, where are they here? Probably bypassing them here, knowing me. So you got this right here, the 946 RS, which is the American version of it. And then down here, the 964. Those ones are actually more of a polished look to them. But those wheels are actually pretty sweet on there, to be honest. But I always chrome my note anyway.
Small tires in the front and big in the back.
Most of the time it's for better handling, better traction, for having a little bit wider wheel in the rear. And then a little bit narrower wheel in the front, helps with turning and, going around corners and stuff, so. And it's the look. It looks right. Alright, we got that now. I need to get back over here and rip this out. Alright. I'm going to drop this back down. Got that bare motor out.
What about 265 or 275 in the front and 315 in the back? Will that hinder the handling and performance?
No. I don't think it would. Maybe we'll have to see if it will or not. 265. What side is supposed to be on the front? 235. 265. Probably fill that up. Flush. That's something to think about. It's most definitely something to think about. Ooh. Look like mud. Not the good kind of mud. Alrighty. Let's put the motor on the stand. Alright, perfect. And now, well, we'll be using that rear drive axle, so we'll fix that. I guess we could probably also fix the factory gearbox.
States are you from?
I'm from Canada. Not bad, $750 in the pocket. Yeah, I'm not from the States. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Now, what other kind of goodies we got in here we gotta rip out? Oh, you stay. Everything else looks like it's just a matter of putting it up in the air and stripping her out.
The US and Canadian accent is pretty much the same or nah?
Depending on whereabouts you go. See, my great-grandparents are from the States. But the further out west you go, because I live in more or less center of Canada, in northwestern Ontario. The further west you go, the thicker the accent gets. And the further east you go, the thicker the accent gets. But around the center, it's normally pretty much the same. Okay. But yeah, so. Alright, I'll strip all this down now.
Can you do like a heavy Canadian accent?
Not really, no. See, where I live, and this is where I don't understand where the accent comes from for a Canadian accent, because where I live, nobody really, if you get the occasional person that has a slight accent, but the heavy accent, no, it's, nobody around here speaks like that, so. It's easier for me to do a Southern American accent than it is Canadian, heavy Canadian accent. But I think that also that has a lot to do with when I was younger, late teens, early 20s there.
Getting colder yet now with the season change.
It was cold, but now it's started to warm up again, so I don't know. The weather controllers don't know how to keep their minds straight.
Sorry I interrupted your story.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I was just debating on what to do with this, that's all. But give or take about probably about another 2-ish months, I'm guessing. Let's see, we're beginning of September. Actually, probably about 3 months. Probably around December. And
Are you a mechanic, Earl?
backyard mechanic. I'm not a licensed mechanic or nothing. I fix my own stuff. A lot cheaper than bringing it to a shop. Alright, get rid of this rebar and link. Kind of actually the reason why I started the YouTube channel was to help fund my projects whenever it starts paying out, you know what I mean?
We got summer in December, it gets around 110-120.
Whereabouts you located? Like, you don't gotta go specific city or nothing, but are you in the southern hemisphere? Probably Australia.
Australia, Brisbane.
Ah, see? Australia. That's one place I've always wanted to go, is Australia. I've always heard in the pictures I've seen, it's always been like a beautiful place, and I've always wanted to go there. What? Ah, relay type C. Ah, gotcha. Alright, let's see. Okay. I think that's pretty much stripped down now. Quick, everybody hide the parts we stripped the Porsche down. Now we can sell it off. 2250. Huh. Now I wonder. Yeah, we don't need this over here no more. Put that back. Put you back over there for the moment. We're going to run you over to the test path so I can put body panels on you. And I'm curious. It's still looking the way I think it's going to look.
Come around this time of year, it's not extremely hot and humid. Winter is nice, not freezing, but can get below 7-10 at night.
Early, eh? Yeah. Well, it's better to come here in, well, summertime, I guess. Because wintertime here, you gotta dress up like it's 50 below outside, because normally it is. When we start hitting our cold snaps. Last year was the coldest year we've had in a long time, actually. The past couple winters have been actually fairly mild. You know, dipping down to say -20, -25 in the daytime. Believe me, winters here, that's mild. Alright, I think minus that, we should be 90%, yep. And I'm going to bring this over to the paint shop. I put all the parts on, right? Yeah, dude. Alright. It's kind of a nice red. Too bright. Nice blue, too. I really wish they'd fix that orange peel
November,
effect.
March, it's insane 40 degrees at 90 plus humidity.
Yeah, summertimes here can get that hot. Crap, why did I do that? I just moved over. But, you know, nothing wrong with a little bit of heat.
That's a bit cold, -25, but...
Yeah, but that's daytime. You gotta see what it's like at nighttime. Ooh, fancy. I think the coldest winter we've had here to date that I can recall was the only...
You can't drive or go to work?
I drive. Actually, when the coldest winter that I can recall was -58. And that was the only time, back then anyway, I had to plug my truck in because it flooded itself. It was so dang cold, so I had to plug it in for about an hour. And then I fired up and drove like it'd been running all day. But that's the coldest I can remember for a very, very long time. Like we used to get some pretty cold temperatures here. Anywhere between, well, this winter we had, in one dumping, we had almost 4 feet of snow. That ain't fun. Perfect. Nothing better than...
Height or degree, I would stay inside. No way I'm going out face with tears of joy.
Yeah, that was Celsius, -58. I don't know what that would be in Fahrenheit. Oh, these Porsches look so good in black. Gives you that little funny feeling, you know what I mean? Anyway, back over here.
Do you measure in Celsius in Canada?
Yes. Yep, we do. And we also measure in kilometers per hour. Goody goody gumdrops. Alright, now I get to go through and get all the parts. Yay. Okay, now I have to clear this out. Alrighty, let's see here. What do we need? We need that sway bar. We need 20 of those. Those are an automatic. 4. One of these. One of those. Need some of those. Need some of that. I feel like I'm missing some stuff.
Do you have to replace everything in this game, even the smallest details, ball bearings, valves, springs,
No.
etc.?
No. No. Be pretty cool if we had to, though. I'd be down for that. I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. A lot more detailed at that point. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. That's right. I want to say this one. Need 4 of these, 2 of those. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Don't have it. Just one, I guess. There, knuckle B. I don't think I. Yeah, there we go. Brake pads, caliper cylinder, wheel hub cap. 2 of those. Rear axle knuckle housing D. Need to replace one of them. Rear axle knuckle cover. And rear wheel hub B. I also need one of these. Wood. And now we're going to come into here and we're just going to buy all 4 new calipers. 4 new brake pads. And we're going to splurge on this Porsche. We're going to get the carbon ceramic brake rotors. Yeah. I'm going to sit in the paint shop. Get over here. And I'm going to step away for just a moment. I will be right back in about 5 minutes or so. So please don't go anywhere. And when I get back, we're going to finish. We're going to paint the parts, install them on the Porsche, and then we're going to rip the motor apart, repair the engine block if I'm able to, crankshaft, stuff like that. Put that all painted, put it back together, and we're going to add all the performance parts to it. We're going to get all the parts and pieces we need. We're going to finish the car, and it's going to be spectacular when it's finished. So please don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
What kind of cars do you work on? Do you have your own garage set up and customers?
Alrighty. Let's finish off with this Porsche, shall we? Let's see. Hmm. Mm, yeah.
Smoke break.
You could say that. It's one of my biggest regrets ever started when I was younger.
How's Canada with weed?
You could say the black market's still better. It's legal, is about all I can say. Every now and then you get a good kind, you get a good brand, but it's not really all that great. Overpriced for crap product. For some reason, that was easier to quit than cigarettes. I don't understand why, but it was.
Much about it. I see people flexing or I got Cali Buddy CT.
Well, Cali Bud's good. But if it's, Cali Kush is awesome. But you don't really get too much of that up here. BC Bud is good. Like I said, you get the occasional good strain.
Do you like the experience?
I used to use it for medicinal purposes. It would help calm me down when I used to get all angered out and stuff. But I haven't smoked it in some time now. I find it's easier to quit smoking weed than it is cigarettes. It's weird. Yeah, I gave that stuff up a while ago. Because now I find when I smoke it for a period of time, I start going through severe withdrawals from it, and it's just, completely changes my mood, my temper.
I like blue cheese to relax. I've been smoking for 5 years vaping and it's so hard to quit. Now I'm smoking cigs.
Well, I started smoking cigs back, I had my first cigarette when I was 8 years old. I started smoking pretty regularly once I was 10. And never really started smoking the green until roughly when I was roughly around 16. And even still, I wasn't really that addicted to it. And then when I hit my early 20s, well, then that's when all bets were off. And I became extremely, extremely addicted to it.
Holy fuck, how did you manage to get one at 8?
My parents smoked. I used to sneak them. And it was a different time back then because when I was 8, I could actually go to the corner store and pick them up for my parents. And then they raised the limit to 16, where you had to be at least 16 years old to buy them. And then just before I turned 16, they went and bumped it up to 19, and then that's where it's been ever since. But the first time I tried it, well, cigarettes, when I was 8, I used the excuse that the neighbor needed a couple of cigarettes, because the neighbor would also borrow cigarettes off my parents, and obviously they smoked. But me and my buddy, who was the neighbor, we used to go sit in his mom's junk car in the backyard and smoke them.
I mean, it's good as with beers or a night out.
That's not good at all, period. If I had the willpower, I would quit them yesterday, you know what I mean? The only thing I don't do is encourage anybody to smoke cigarettes. It's one thing I wish I never started. All that money I've wasted.
The withdrawals after 2-3 days is so bad you get so annoyed at everything.
It's a little bit sooner than that. It's within a few hours for me. But the way I look at it, the cigarettes are cheaper than the lawyers, so.
Yours must be bad cause I only have like 1 hive and 2 a day.
Oh, I smoke at least a pack a day. And that's on a day where I'm not stressed out. If I'm stressed out, I'll smoke anywhere from 2 to 3 packs a day. If I'm stressed out. Or if I'm having a real craptacular day where just nothing's going right, everything's going wrong, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get those days periodically.
How much do they cost?
I got the cheap ones, so I roughly spend about between $25 and $28 a carton. If I was to go to the corner store and get a pack of cigarettes, it would cost me $20 a pack. So
about 40 hive and 60 odd a pack.
I don't know what the currency conversion would be for that. All right, now I got this like this. Let's see, 265, huh? But first things first, I'm gonna get me, they're 18s. I think we're gonna go with 18s. I think we're gonna stick with those.
Between 30 hive and 50 a pack.
Yeesh. That would definitely make me quit.
How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 41. Yeah, we'll go 20s. Let's see here. 265. Go 1, 20, 265, 25.
They want to bump the prices up more. Alcohol is already being taxed at over 60% too.
Holy crap. That's because they don't want people doing this stuff no more, that's all.
Have you tried vaping?
I won't vape. Vaping is harder on your lungs than actual like cigarettes or just smoking out of a bowl or a joint.
Actually.
Yep. Have you ever heard the expression popcorn lung? It's a form of cancer. It's actually caused from vaping. My best friend actually died from it. That almost looks pretty damn good,
Yeah,
actually.
I've heard of it, but saw it's a rare condition.
It's not as rare as you think. They just try to hide it. Actually, I'm going to go 285. 1, 20, 285, 25.
Can't trust the news or anything
No.
they say anymore.
No.
The color and wheels do look sick.
Thank you. Actually, I think I'm probably going to have to go 335s for the rear. 285. The only thing that sucks is I can't put the rear wheels on until I put the motor and gearbox in. That's fairly close. Fairly close. Good enough. 285. 25.
To get into the whole thing, but if they lie about everything now, why should we believe what they said about World War ECT?
Well, see, the point that I don't get about how they keep saying, they keep calling for World War III, okay? Didn't it already happen back in 9/11? Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't, like, more or less all the countries take part in that one? Could have swore that it happened, but no, they lie about just about everything, so.
Exactly, and the war with Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, etc.
Well, see, I don't really want to get into what the Russian war is all about because my channel will get shut down for that, because there's a lot of stuff that the isn't being told to the general population about that one. But do you remember back a few years ago when the media showed the bombing that happened in Kiev? I think Kiev. I can never pronounce that word correctly. Well, it's weird because that night I was watching live stream footage from the people that lived there, and they were just going on about their daily life. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing that even happened. So, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's going on about that one that's not being, people aren't being led to the truth of it. All right, motor time. What? Damn you, Scuba Steve. Flip over. See, I watch a lot of the alternative news, not the mainstream news.
You think September 11th was an inside job to destroy
I,
stuff?
I'm not getting into that. I am not getting into that one.
I didn't see that. What was it called?
What do you mean? Am I missing something here? Hello? What the? Huh?
The explosions and people going on with their lives in Russia. Could you type it?
There's actually, if you type it into YouTube, live streams from Kiev, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, I know I haven't built one of these in a while, but what the heck's going on here? What the hell's going on? Am I missing something here? It's not, oh wait. Wow, it's being stubborn today. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. There's the bolts to separate them. Okay, well, let's try to remove the pistons now. No, of course not. Oh, I could do something. Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
No, Cardi B was saying some stuff and she got a text and her face was cracked and froze. Wait before you respond.
Huh. Yeah. There's some musicians that I really wouldn't give much thought about what they have to say on the issues. What is going on here?
Putin said the presidents have great ideas but get put down by the people who actually run the country, not the president. Do you think it's tea?
Well, there is a higher force, we'll say, that runs the government. What the fuck is going on?
Sup?
Not much. What you up to?
How's it going?
It's gotta go. Having an issue. Oh wait, maybe the block's gotta come off now. Nope. Having an issue taking apart this Porsche engine. Here I gotta remove the crank caps. Would make sense. Why I couldn't remove these crank caps or rod caps is beyond me, but okay. I had enough room.
German engineering always a pain to work on.
Yeah. Especially these ones. But just about every modern automotive manufacturer now, they're a pain to work on. Almost them all nowadays anyway. I like my 91. Very easy to work on. Alright, now we're getting somewheres.
What cars do you have?
I got a 2013 Silverado, and I got a 1991 Chevy half-ton. Why am I in there? I gotta go into here. Six of these, only 2 rod caps. Now this is literally going to be a piece-by-piece motor to put together. It's one I'm not too familiarized with.
Do you like the Canadian president?
Prime Minister? No. Personally, I think he's a moron, but I voted for the other guy.
Is he really a kook face with tears of joy?
Well, that would be an insult to the kooks. No, what it is, he has a higher bidder. he obeys to his master, we'll say. Everybody in that Liberal Party does.
Assuming you aren't a brainwashed liberal.
No, I'm not a libtard. Forget that noise. No, sir. I was the first one to start speaking out about stuff here in Canada. When everybody was still laughing and, oh no, that's not true. You're just conspiracy theorists. It's like, no, I'm trying to tell you all the truth, but you guys don't want to believe it, so suffer when the truth happens. Let's see, I'll bring this back to there.
They might come for you.
Let them. It's the way I look at it. Well, if they haven't already, I don't think they will be. I think I need 4 of these. I think. Could be wrong, but I think I need 4 of them.
Have you seen the video of the guy that made fuel with plastic?
Yeah, they always tend to disappear. The oil and gas companies don't like competition. That's taken straight out of their mouths, figuratively speaking. Just like the guy who figured out how to make a vehicle run on water.
He's actually in danger now.
Oh yeah. The world is so dependent upon oil and gas that why they would ever try to talk about removing it is beyond me, to be honest. But they do what they do.
What do you think of Elon?
I honestly don't know. I really don't know about that guy. I mean, he seems to say all the right things, but at the same time, I don't know. The fact of him saying the right things makes me wonder. But then at the same time, he's still trying to build rockets to go into outer space and all that other stuff, and I don't know. Seems a little funny with that guy. But that's just my personal opinion of it, so. I just don't know. One, two, three, four, five, 6 plugs. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's get all these sprocket plugs in on this side.
Do you know who's really in power? The Jews?
No. People tend to think they are, but they're not. It's much more demonic force that's in power.
Food, eating lunch and watching stream.
Right on, right on.
What force?
But you'll have to research yourself. Just type in who really runs the world. It's actually a handful of people that do.
The engine looks amazing.
Thank you. Damn it. Ooh, I need 3 bearing caps. Or crankshaft bearing caps. Welcome everybody who has joined, who is watching. If you are new to the channel, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps.
What are you looking to get?
And this one, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably going to run around 450 to 500. If I had to guess, somewhere around there.
It's only a 3-cylinder.
No, it's 6. It's a flat 6. Got 3 cylinders on this side, 3 on this side. What helps it gain its power is the Terps keys that'll be going on it.
Yeah, I forgot Porsches use flat 6.
Yeah. Same as the modern Subarus too. The ones with the Imprezas with the Boxer engine in them. That's actually a Porsche engine. Didn't I already buy 2 of these or just one? Oh, just one. Dang it, I thought about 2. this is all going to have to come back out. Well, the distributor is, so I can repaint it. Alrighty, and I need some cam gears and
Never
time.
understood why the Subbies had such bad trannies and head gaskets.
Don't know. I tend to focus more on domestic stuff. I try to stay away from all that Subaru stuff. Alright, I'm looking here. I need 4 of these. And 1 of these. Cool. I think I got everything so far. Alright, this has got to come out. That's got to come out. And
Are you
this.
going to make it as fast as you can?
Of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. Going fast while looking good. What? I can't paint distributor caps? What? Son of a biscuit. Alright, well. Back to the drawing board. Alrighty. Huh. Well, that sucked.
Is the 2012 911 in the game or the era? The orange and gray color was amazing.
The 2016 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S is in here. But the GT3 RS, no, that's not in here. Kind of wish it was, though. So, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, the orange and gray?
Yeah. And no, that one's not in here, unfortunately. Alrighty, we're getting places now. feel like I'm forgetting to buy something. I thought I had the cam gear in here, but I guess I don't.
What's the difference between a turbo and pro charger? What's better in your opinion?
Well, the turbocharger runs off the exhaust, the pro charger runs off the crankshaft. Turbo, you can normally get more power out of it, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but because your pro charger can normally only run whatever your engine RPM is. Nah, I could be wrong. I know that turbo runs off the exhaust and pro charger runs off the crankshaft, but I could be wrong on that factor of it, one producing more power than the other. I could be wrong. All right, to the paint shop we go.
I know turbos are for top end and superchargers are more bottom end.
Yeah, they get you out of the hole a little bit quicker. Well, when I can afford it, I plan on twin turboing my small block in my truck. So, and then I want to take the motor that's in the 2013, and I want to swap it with one out of an 09 ZR1 Corvette, roughly around 650 horse, somewhere around there. That's the game plan anyway. Which will be much later on down the road.
C6 hopefully.
I believe that's what it is. Yeah, the 09 ZR1 Corvette. It's got the 6.2 and it runs about 650 horse. With an Uber charger on it.
That's my favorite, that C6 ZR1 LS9.
Yeah. I eventually want to take the motor out of one of those and put it in my 2013. There's two of them. How nice is that? Wrong one. It's this.
Well, I am subbed if that happens.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually. Eventually that will happen. Alright, what am I doing back in here? Being here. Timing chain B. What? What do you mean? How rude of you to say I don't have that part. Wait, where is it? I guess I never purchased it yet. It was right, I didn't have it. Am I forgetting anything? Not that I can see. Not that I can see. Now, is it the same? Oh, I already got this piece. Oh, goody goody. They are. Alright, now I guess we're done with the bottom end of it. I guess maybe we should rotate it back to the top so I can see a little easier. Alrighty.
Are you a fan of any Japanese cars?
Yeah, the R34 Skylines, the 2JZ Supras, the 240Zs, or yeah, 240Zs, 300Zs, the Evos, and there's one other one, I just can't think what the name of it is offhand right now. Huh.
S15.
Yes and no. I think we're almost done with this thing. I think. Nothing else, my guy's definitely putting it in stepping miles. We're running back to the engine room. So much more room without this big table here. I don't have one of those. What? Oh, here we go. Stay me there for a minute. And I know I have an alternator marked in here somewhere. There it is. No, so it's in this section of the world. Yep, right there. Okay.
What's left to do?
Whatever's left to do on the motor, which is probably a few things. We take the motor, we put it in here, put the gearbox in, and put the drive axle B's in, and then I can start measuring for the rear tires and putting all the fluids and stuff in it. It's pretty much done at that point. Yeah, no, we're just gonna leave that one chrome.
Just the finishing touches, really.
Pretty much, yeah. But these are cars that I don't normally build that often, so I'm not familiar with what parts are required and what parts are needed and stuff like that. That's why I gotta run and jump back and forth. It's like I'm jumping through hoops, we'll say. Alright, let's see, we also need that too. fan cover, mechanical injection base, and throttle. Alright. No, it's not in here. So, while we're in here, I may as well kill two birds with one stone. Huh. Alrighty, back to the paint shop. Wish I could just wheel that motor over here. Make things so much simpler. Honestly surprised there's not grooves worn into the floor from me running back and forth. Got that, got that. That's not going to be in here. Okay. Huh. I wonder. I won't. Oh, it is in here too. Cool, nice. We're actually going to leave that chrome. Oh, shit, wrong thing. There we go. Alright. Actually, I don't think I'm able to paint that fan. I don't think. Well, we're about to find out. I know I can paint this. Ooh, I can too. It's the motor that never ends. Oh, I forgot these plug wires. Damn it. Cool, it's right here. Alright, where's that serpentine belt? Right there. Hey, I had an extra one. Wouldn't you know it? Go into the shop with this car and go, anyway, serpentine belt changed. now we're gonna go do some plug wires. And we have the base fit. Here we go. I should be pretty close to being finished with this thing now, I hope. How many more trips do I gotta take? For such a little motor, there's a lot of components that go with it. Whew. Alright, I think we're getting there. Oh, crap. Alright, let's see. What we got going on here? Clip A's or clip B's? Clip A's. I need 4 of them. Now, do I need anything else? I do not believe so. I think this is finally the last 4 pieces that I need. There we go. M4.
That's a complicated engine.
It is for being so small. But that's okay, because the satisfaction when it's completed is worth it. Now, I'm just gonna go over one last time.
What form are you playing on?
PS5. I should have got a computer. Should have got a computer. And I think it is finally finished.
Will you get a PC or PS6?
The next one I'm getting is going to be a PC. That will be the next one I get. I think I'm finally done with the PlayStation stuff. It's just too limited on what you can and cannot do on it. Now, how the hell did I forget these? Uh-oh. I think I'm short a couple. Damn it. Alright, almost done with the relay, or the fuse box. It should be a C or a B. Alright, where are we going right here? I need a relay B. To be or not to be? That is the question. And I put the wrong one in here, didn't I? Oh well, it's staying. Oh, it's the first one in the line right there. Awesome. All right. Now,
Gonna do.
what do you mean? The different fuse box? Nothing.
The wrong part you put in.
Nah, that's just the only reason why it's wrong is because it's not painted like the top part is. It's the only reason. Other than that, it's no different than one that would be painted. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's finish up here in the front of the car. And then we can focus our attention on the rear of the car, and at that point it'll be pretty much finished. Alright, so I can do with it on the ground now. What? How did I spot that? What the hell did I click on? Huh. Oh, look at that, perfect. I think I played this too much.
Can you tune the car at all on a dyno?
This one I will be able to. I'll be able to tune the gearbox anyway. I'm not sure about anything else because there's no tunable ECU in it. So. But
Can you blow parts up like turbo clutch ECT?
no. that pipe. And there's that pipe. We're almost there. I believe now it should be just the tires that are missing. On the interior. Battery. Maybe. What? Huh? Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Duh. Alright, so we need the battery, which I already have. We need the rims, which I already have. We need the tires, but I gotta wait till at this point. Alright. We can shut her down. Now I'm going to go just for shites and giggles. 335. 25. It's a little wider than stock, I'll say. May have to go wider yet, I'm not sure.
That's a monster setup.
It would be, yep. Oh, it needs to go wider. Oh crap, does it ever. I'm looking at 355. Yeesh. 20. Let's go 365. Just for the sake of doing it.
That's Chiron tire size.
Pretty close. I could probably still go a little bit wider.
Is this 365?
Yeah. I think it's just a bit too wide. So if I were to say go 355.
360 maybe.
No, I'm thinking 350, 355. And I should be almost, where am I going? I'm going all over the place here. And I should be almost bang on there. Right there. I'm hoping this is the size that fits it best. Uh, 345 is the key number. Alright, glad I know that now. 220. Perfect. I think I finally figured it out. width on the sidewall there also will match the front. Perfect. All right, now I need to see. Perfect. I have to say, I think it's pretty much perfect. Now we need some seats. Two of these. And we need 964 steering wheel. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. Let's get his younger brother steering wheel in there. I know what I forgot for the battery. Scared me there for a minute. I was like, oh no, why aren't you running? I don't have the battery in this damn thing. What the hook? Oh, way up there in the front, right there. Got a little nervous there. I was like, huh? Why isn't it started? Where'd the battery go? Whew. All right, now we should start. It's alive! Pretty crisp on acceleration, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I don't have the dyno yet. Damn it. Might have to purchase that. Up just a little bit and slide it to the right. Same with the right side. Alright, now I gotta quickly run back to the shop. So now that I got the money, ooh, get skill points. I always need that extra discount. You would be right here. Perfection. Alright, let's go see what kind of fun we can have with it. Well, we can at least tune the transmission anyway, if nothing else. Alright, I'm figuring probably around between 450 and 500. Because it's 362 at 5,800 RPM stock and 362 pound-feet at 4,500 RPM stock. So I figure, like I said, between 450 and 500. Here we go. Alright, so as the numbers were showing, you know, the original numbers were 362 horsepower at 5,800 RPM. Original torque was 362 at 4,500 RPM. The current new numbers are 686 horsepower at 6,400 RPM. And the current torque is now 650 pound-feet at 4,700 RPM, which is, well, quite an increase. A lot more than what I thought it was going to be. But there she be. Let's see what we get for it. Holy crap. We spent, what was I up to? 100 and... I think I was sitting at 100, no, I wasn't at 180, was I? 170 maybe? 160? Somewhere around there. But anywho, we are going to flip this thing for $230,000. That's a nice chunk of coin. Gets us ready for the next one. Perfection. Ah.
Can you drive it?
I could have, but I just sold it. Now I gotta go find another one, build another one. Actually, I am not going.
For a smoke.
Yeah, that'll get you every time.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
But it made 686 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. There's a powerhouse, that little thing. And it's not that heavy of a car, so that thing would just fly around the track.
How much HP did it get?
686. Ooh. You have gotten my attention. Ooh, it's the upgraded version. Ooh, it's even cheaper than what it's car valued at. You are coming with me. This time around, I'm not buying anything more than what it's worth. So I found, ooh, Pagani.
C8 is a good buy.
It is. Yeah, see how it says estimated car value, 10,357 credits. Buy price is 11,497. Yeah, it's gonna stay there because they're asking more than what it's worth. This, on the other hand, hello, beautiful. Ooh, the Tempesta. Ooh, I could work with that. I can so work with that.
Instant buy.
Oh yes. Anytime it's less than what it's valued at, it's an instant buy. BMW M4 GTS. Special edition. Nope. Stays here. So I found as long as I don't, like for instance that GTS, it doesn't look like it's a lot over, like maybe like 1500 or so over, but as soon as you start buying them at the higher price like that, then the prices start going up and up and up and up and up. I've learned that the hard way. Didn't really, one of my other profiles and got quite a few million in it, so I don't really care about pricing all that much. And well, clear enough. The bottom truck. What do we want for this? Yeah, see, that's what I mean, is see how its estimated car value is 9,800 and they want 10,800 for it? Well, as soon as you start buying cars at that difference of a price, it'll now start going up to, say, the car value is 9,800, but then the next one will be, 12,000. You know what I mean? It'll just keep going up and up and up. So that's one thing I've learned. Just don't do that. Speaking of 2JZ Supra, one right here. And here they call it a ZJ. Ay caramba, 1,200 bucks more than what it's worth. Yeah, no, it can stay there. Because you don't really get much turnaround profit with those ones anyway, so. But now that $10,000 car when I go to sell it. We're gonna buy this one. I has an idea of what I'm going to do to it. I has an idea. But that'll be on a future video. Alright, so for the next stream that I do, we got the C8 Vet. Well, if you hold on just a moment here, actually going to be ending the stream anyway, so right here and this are the next stream vehicles. This one right here will be in a video, I'm guessing, later on down the road. I have an idea of what I'm going to do with it, but not quite. But I'd like to thank everybody who has been watching, who has watched, who's joined at any point in time throughout the stream. It's been greatly appreciated. What I'd really like for you guys to do now is, if you have not, can you like and subscribe the channel? Like and subscribe to the channel, please. Helps with the YouTube algorithm, as they say. And every little bit helps, every little bit counts. Greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much, and we shall catch you all on the next stream. Bye, everyone.